you guys, my name is Savannah and welcome to or back to my channel. In today's video, we are doing a little TBR jar picks my reads. I love this time of the month because these are some of my favorite videos to watch and film. So I'm so excited to be sitting here and picking out what I'm gonna read next month. If you guys have watched any of my other TBR videos, you've seen me use this jar of TBR prompts that I've got off of Etsy. Basically, I pick a random prompt and it will kind of guide what I pick to put on my TBR. And if you saw my last TBR video, then you guys know that this shelf down here and then this shelf right here are filled with my TBR books. It's a little bit hard to get an angle where you can see me and you can also see the books. So apologies for that. Maybe I'll have that figured out by my December TBR video. Which is crazy to say. I cannot believe there are only 2 more months left of 2025. How is that real? Anyways, I'm super excited to jump into this video, so let's just get started and pick some TBR prompts. Okay, my apologies if the angle just switched a teeny bit. I just tried messing around to find a new angle, but it didn't really work, so we're back where we started. But it is time to pick the first prompt of our November TBR. I feel like I need to give it a mix. Okay. You guys get to see it first. A book with a cover that you don't like. Oh, this one's gonna be hard. I don't think there's a cover here that I don't like. I mean, actually, this one might be my least favorite cover that I have here. Let's take a second look. I don't mind that cover. I really like all of my fantasy book covers. Okay, I wouldn't say I necessarily don't like the cover of Icebreaker, but I think it is my least favorite cover that I have on my TBR shelves. So we're gonna go with it. Several months ago, I started this book and read like the first 50 pages, but kind of softy DNF'd it because I wasn't vibing, but I figured that I would like to come back to it at some point. And, you know, that time has come. One of those books that I can't believe that I haven't read yet because I feel like I'm the only person in the entire world who hasn't read the Maple Hills series. Super excited to see if I end up liking it or not. So you guys will be the first to know. Prompt number 2 time. Oh, I get to see it first this time. A book set in a fictional world or universe. This is gonna be super easy because there's so many fantasy books on my TBR. So let's take a look at our fantasy options. I really do want to get to the second book in the Caraval series. I really can't believe that I haven't read this yet, so this is a high contender. There's also Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands, but would this technically take place in our world? Just with like magical elements added because, like, you know, she's a Cambridge professor and that's like a real school. Ooh, or we can put, sorry, all those books just fell. We could put the tandem read on the TBR. I kind of want to do that. I wish you guys could reply right now and tell me if I should put the tandem read or legendary on my TBR. I'm gonna pick legendary. I'm gonna start the tandem read this month as well, but I don't want to have the pressure to finish it this month. So we're going legendary, which, if you don't know, is the second book in the Caraval trilogy by Stephanie Garber. In the first book, these 2 sisters partake in this magical carnival that comes around every, I don't remember how often it comes around, but basically lots of insane things happen. I've heard many people describe the first book as a fever dream because when people go into the games, it's said that those participants are not able to discern reality from fiction. So things get very crazy, but I'm very excited to see what happens in Legendary. I think Jax from Once Upon a Broken Heart is in Legendary a little bit, as he was in Caraval at the very, very end. So I love Jax, and I'm sure I'll only get like crumbs of him in this book, but even for crumbs of Jax, I will be sat. Prompt number 3. Oh, a book that's over 500 pages. Put the tandem read for that, because I bet these are probably both over 500. Yep, 600 something and 600 something again. How many pages is Emily Wilde? Not over 500. I'm wanting to read this one, but it is under 500 pages. Don't think I'm ready to commit to this yet, to be honest. These ones are definitely not over 500. I got this book on my last Barnes & Noble trip, and I've been really wanting to read it, and it is over 500 pages. My only option. Well, how many is this one? Not 500. I feel like Berton's probably not over 500. No, it's not. Okay, we're once again deciding between the tandem read and Curious Tides by Pascal Lascelles. I feel like I should just put this on my November TBR because I know I'm gonna start it this month anyways. So let's do it. Okay, I'm gonna count the tandem read as 1 book, so I will draw 3 more prompts. Prompt number 4. Ooh, this one's fun. A book that you think you will rate 5 stars. I had in the back of my mind that I really wanted to read one of these Frederick Bachman books this month. I'm gonna pick between Beartown or A Man Called Uwe. Which one am I more likely to rate 5 stars? I feel like I might rate both of these books 5 stars. I think there's a slightly higher chance that I'm gonna rate this one 5 stars, so it's gonna go on the TBR. From what I've heard about this book, Uwe seems to be a very bitter old man who ends up warming up to some people in his life. I'm not exactly sure, and I'm excited to go in a little bit blind. But I have heard that this is a very wholesome and kind of heart-wrenching story. Okay, it's time for prompt number 5. A highly anticipated book. Can I just pick this one for the other prompt since I wanted to pick it for the last one? I honestly think I'm going to, because I feel like both of these Frederick Bachman books would be really good for a reading vlog that I'd like to film this month. So I think I'm gonna put this one on the TBR as well. I believe Beartown is about a town in Canada where hockey is everything to them. Similarly to the way football is for the town in Friday Night Lights, I feel like that's how the town rallies behind their hockey team. But a very tragic event happens, and I think the story follows how the town deals with that event. Not exactly sure, but very excited to find out. Can't believe we're already on to the very last prompt. These videos go by so fast, and I wish they didn't because they're so fun. Prompt number 6. Okay, what does it say? Can you guys tell me? A book that's over 400 pages. Really? I got the prompt that's a book that's over 500 pages and a book that's over 400 pages. Dang it, I really wanted to add this to my TBR, but it's under 400 pages. Okay guys, we may have just found our winner. The true, wait, what? Okay. It is a very dangerous game at checking how many pages are in the back of a book, because I just turned to this and I'm like, wait, don't look at what the true ending is. Scary. 450. And the one word that I just read on page 450 was okay, 450, so I know it has over 400 pages, probably has over 450 pages, and the one word that I just read on that page was Jax. So we are gonna finish the Caraval trilogy this month. Okay, let's do a little bit of a recap of my November TBR. For a book that's over 400 pages, we have Finale by Stephanie Garber. For a highly anticipated book, we have Beartown by Frederick Bachman. For a book you think will be 5 stars, I chose A Man Called Uwe. For a book that's over 500 pages, I just decided to give myself 2 books that are over 500 pages and chose Tower of Dawn and Empire of Storms by Sarah J. Maas. For a book set in a fictional world or universe, I chose Legendary, which is the second one that I'll read before I read Finale. And then a book with a cover that you don't like, I chose Icebreaker by Adeline Grace. And you know what? I wanted to put this on my TBR, so I'm gonna put it on my TBR. This is Emily Wilde's Map of the Other Lands by Heather Fawcett. Okay, I just reorganized my TBR shelves so that I can have a shelf for my November TBR. And I'm so proud. After I finish my November TBR, these will be the only books that I haven't read yet, which is probably still a lot to some people, but it's not to me. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I am so excited to read these books this month. Definitely subscribe if you don't want to miss the reading vlogs that I'm going to be reading them in. And please comment below which books for my TBR you would love for me to get to first. And with that, hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye!